came back for one reason and one reason only. To win the TNA World Heavyweight title. And tonight, 20 men enter that ring for the gauntlet. Not one of them can beat me. I will become the #1 contender.
The TNA World Heavyweight Champion Lashley. He will face the winner of this over-the-top rope gauntlet match. Austin Aries, who entered at #2, has been eliminated, leaving Kurt Angle all alone against all 4 members of the Beatdown Clan.
The Beatdown Clan can do whatever they want to do. They got the numbers. They're just rolling right now.
And Samoa Joe's eliminated. The window of opportunity slightly open for Kurt Angle. Slightly open a little more. Low-key's gone.
Now it's a 2-on-1 deal.
And here comes Kenny King, caught by Angle and eliminated. Wow!
God.
Can Kurt Angle eliminate MVP?
One of these men will be the #1 contender for Lashley's title.
Can you see the referees trying to get these guys from the BDC out of here?
He's got to get out of here.
And Kurt Angle gets his ankle picked by Kenny King. Oh, what a move by MVP!
Well, it was a team effort victory for MVP, let's be honest.
MVP will challenge Lashley, a World Heavyweight Championship encounter. Tonight on Friday Night Impact, a rare TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. Champion Lashley versus challenger MVP. Former friends, former running mates, one-on-one for the world title. Good evening, everyone. Josh Matthews alongside former 3-time World Heavyweight Champion Taz. And partner, last week it looked as if somehow Kurt Angle was going to defy the odds and win the 20-man over-the-top rope gauntlet match, eliminating 3 out of the 4 members of the BDC, but not MVP.
Yeah, it was definitely an ambitious task, and Angle looked really good against the Beatdown Clan towards the end of the tail end of that gauntlet, as you're talking about, and you see right there, boom. Doesn't matter. MVP ends up being the victor, hence the #1 contender challenging tonight for Lashley's world title. Unfortunately for this man, Kurt Angle, he will not be challenging the champion tonight.
The TNA Hall of Famer certainly wants the world title back one day.
Thank you. I'm really not in the mood to wait, so I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to call out one man. The World Heavyweight Champion, Lashley, get out here.
Kurt Angle. What is this? What's the deal here? Why is Kurt pulling out the champ?
Well, we saw what happened between Kurt Angle and Lashley 2 weeks ago. They were on the same team. They sort of had an implosion. They didn't work too well together. A couple of confrontations in the locker room area last week. I think a lot of people, Taz, want to see this. Kurt Angle and Lashley, you know that Kurt Angle wants the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, they've never competed against each other. Okay, they've never wrestled each other with both their histories and backgrounds. It's a must-see match, I agree, but like I said, man, I mean, Kurt Angle had his shot last week, let's be honest, and unfortunately he got screwed. He lost in that gauntlet match. MVP's #1 contender. I don't know why Kurt is calling out the champ, but we're going to find out right now.
And the cool thing about Lashley is he gets called out, and Lashley comes right out. He's looking at all of his challengers here on Friday Night Impact.
I can never have the last word, right? All right.
Listen, I'm not asking you to like me. I'm not asking you to respect me. But you sure as hell should be respecting what you're holding. I came back from an ACL injury, and I worked my ass off for a year for one last shot at the title. And last week, I get screwed by the BDC, and you were there. And you did absolutely nothing. That was your fight, Kurt. Listen, I'm all about a fair fight. I want to fight you. want to beat you for the World Heavyweight title. Angle versus Lashley. Never been done before. The fans want to see it. But because of you, instead of seeing that, tonight they're going to see Lashley versus MVP in the BDC.
They will. And that's my fight, Kurt, and I don't need your help.
I'm not offering you my help. I just hope that God you're still the champion after tonight. Because tonight, when you face the BDC, I'm going to do exactly to you what you did to me. Absolutely nothing. Good luck, champ.
Kurt Angle obviously has his issues with not only Lashley, but to your point we were talking about earlier, the fact that MVP has a world title match tonight.
I know, I gotta be honest. I know you're gonna defend Kurt, and I love Kurt, but he's coming off like a sore loser. Yes! Now look at this now. You know what's coming out now, the BDC. So you agree with me? You think Kurt's being a little bit of a solo?
I agree with you in the sense that MVP did win the match last week. MVP is deserving of this World Heavyweight Championship match tonight. Yeah, I do agree with you. I think that Kurt Angle also deserves a world title opportunity, but it's not his match tonight.
Lashley! Let me allow you to say, it's good to take Kurt's advice. Good luck. Because you see, tonight, luck just won't be a factor. You sold out. Talking to you, Joe. Oh, I sold out. No, you know who's a sellout? You're a sellout, Lashley. You sold us out. Because when you look back here, these are the men. These are the reason you're wearing that gold today. As a matter of fact, any bit of success that you've had here, you owe directly to this man standing here. You owe to this man standing here. And if you had half a brain in your head, you owe a lot more to me and Key. But you turned your back on us. And that's why tonight, the MVP of the Beatdown Clan will walk that aisle. He will get in that ring, and by any means available, he will beat you down until he is champion of the world. And lastly, there is nothing you or any of these Mancunian scum can do about it. Lastly, the problem is you have an overinflated sense of self. We are a collective, a fighting clan, like the four fingers on this fist that are going to punch you in your face. You only care about you. We care about us. The Beatdown Clan stands here in Manchester, united. But what you need to understand, more than anything else, is that you stand alone. Nobody in that locker room stands with you. Which means, as you know better than anyone else, your ass will be laid out at the end of the night, and that title that you cherish so much will come back to us, and they, all of these flat scans here in Manchester, and everybody else around the world will call us champ. Champ.
The target on the back of the World Heavyweight Champion Lashley continues to get bigger and bigger. Called out at the very beginning of the night by Kurt Angle. He's going to face MVP later tonight. And you know what MVP brings? He brings a lot of baggage in the form of 3 heavy hitters in the BDC.
Yeah, I really think Lashley's in trouble here, because of that caveat of the BDC watch in the back of MVP. And as I said last week right here, I mean, there's a history of between MVP and Lashley. If anyone knows Lashley, it's MVP.
Do you think that Lashley's, the way the guys are talking to him here, that he's starting to get a bit of a bad rep? I mean, to me, Lashley doesn't care that he stands alone, but he's getting called out by everybody.
Yeah, I don't think he cares. As a former world champion, I wouldn't care. I had a similar attitude. You don't care. It's about that gold that you hold. You don't care what everybody thinks about you.
You have to talk about a path of rage. This is something that Lashley walks alone.
Yeah. He's been tearing it up, man. And talk about tearing up. How about last week? We got a kind of segue when your boy Tyrus got his head bust thanks to Anderson.
Well, EC3 and Tyrus, it was their game plan to shave the head of Rockstar Spud. Out comes Anderson, to your point. Tyrus now has a shaved head. This situation is getting bigger and bigger between EC3 and Tyrus and Rockstar Spud and his crew.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Tyrus and Ethan Carter III, EC3.
It's all about the Clippers. I don't mean LA. That's good. Well, yeah, see, the Clippers are in the hand, Josh. Tell us the story, for God's
I
sake.
gotta ask the question, what is EC3's continued obsession with shaving the head and humiliating Rockstar Spud so much to the point where that man, Tyrus, got his head shaved last week? Anderson's involved in all of this, and EC3 will be in action right after this on Friday Night Impact. Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. Tag team action momentarily. EC3 and Tyrus versus Mr. Anderson and Rockstar Spud.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Anderson.
And Rockstar Spud.
What?
Yes. And Rockstar Spud. Anderson!
So it was a couple of weeks ago that we saw the return of Mr. Anderson to Friday Night Impact. He stopped 12 EC3 from shaving the head of Rockstar Spud. Last week, it was Mr. Anderson who assisted Spud and Mark Andrews, in shaving the head of Tyrus, the heavy of EC3.
I guess that's why the big guy's got a Nick cap on his head to hide his beat.
And Rockstar Spud has a briefcase. Inside that briefcase that he's decorated with Spud stickers is a contract for a future X Division Championship match. When will Rockstar Spud exchange that briefcase for a title match? So a lot happening early going here on Friday Night Impact. Still to come, World Championship match, Lashley versus MVP. And of course, we invite all of you to join in on the conversation. Follow us via Twitter at Impact Wrestling. And for all the exclusives, follow TNA President Dixie Carter at TNA Dixie. And Tyrus has got the beanie. You call it beanie? Knit cap?
Knit Scully cap.
I know you're a big baseball hat guy. It says The Thing.
Yep.
And he's got my bad.
My bad. The singlet. There's the big pop for the bald head. I don't get it, but okay.
Well, he's embarrassed, is Tyrus. Got his head shaved last week. He had that mohawk that he'd been sporting for quite some time.
Yep. Well, the cat's got more, hair on his face than he does his beard, so...
Stick and move seems to be the early game plan for Mr. Anderson.
Well, you give up a lot of size. You gotta hit, get out of the way, and time your shots. And we see Anderson doing that. Well, he was doing that.
Anderson, a former two-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Partnering up here with Rockstar Spud. Do you know anything about the relationship between Anderson and Rockstar Spud? Why does Mr. Anderson always seem to come to the aid of the little guy?
I don't think I know Anderson very well for a lot of years. Consider him a friend. And I don't think he's a big fan of folks that are, that like to bully other people. And I think also EC3's got he has a certain hatred toward the locker room because of his sense of entitlement. He feels so entitled, does EC3, because he's, his aunt is, Dixie Carter, TNA president, and he's a very wealthy young man as EC3, and he's pissed a lot of those wrestlers off. So, I think Anderson was just trying to watch the back of Spud. Does that answer your question?
It does, thank you.
What?
I don't know why you're so angry. It's Friday night. We're calling great action. Destination America.
Not angry, Josh. Just doing my job. Not angry.
Oh, Rockstar Spud biting the head of Tyrus. Any sort of offense that Spud can put together. Got caught by the big guy.
Oh, man. Just imagine that kind of weight, that body weight, falling on top of someone the size of Spud. Spud is not a large man.
EC3 is still sporting the arm brace, the bandage that a couple of weeks ago he told me when I asked him about it. That
it's a bandage. Did you say bandage?
Well, it's a brace.
A giant brace, dude.
Okay. And EC3 told me that it's none of my business, but we know what EC3 has in mind with those clippers.
They're all having. Everyone knows Earl's a kleptomaniac, and he loves to steal hair clippers. That's well, Doc.
Wait, what?
A joke.
Oh, Spud! Tremendous
That's not
offense.
a joke. That's not a joke for sure there.
And here comes Ken Anderson, and EC3 is going to get out of Dodge.
Good job by Anderson again. Not staying too close.
Oh, Tyrus down for the first time in this match.
Great
Tyrus
job.
was very impressive last week in the gauntlet match. He eliminated quite a few wrestlers in that matchup last week.
Well, those type of gauntlet matches, the size advantage is a big plus. Good neck breaking there by Anderson. Here we go.
Tries to hook the leg, and Tyrus pops free at two. So hard to hook one of the massive legs of Tyrus if you're Anderson, especially if you're Spud. Manchester's being very vocal. They want to see Rockstar Spud in this matchup. Spud, of course, from nearby London.
Well, the referee didn't see that. That was a low blow right to Anderson. Now take the air right out of you.
Ooh, oh.
I faced Rockstar Spud, just pushed him around like he was a little punk.
And now, Tyrus. Great descriptors tonight. Tyrus. So powerful and massive. EC3 in off the tag into the cover. Anderson kicks out at 2.
There's EC3. I gotta tell you, like this guy or not, this cat's a Maserati. You know what I mean? He's just primed, ready to go, always in great shape, always in fine figure. He's just in good shape. I know you had a perplexed look on your face, and it also has a lovely head of hair. Does EC3? Which we saw that Anderson didn't want to buzz his head there.
Rockstar Spud said you're going to be client number 2 in the Rockstar Spud barbershop.
There's a lot of obsession with hair amongst these 4 men. Like, hairdos.
Yeah, it started when EC3 shaved the head of Jeremy Borash back in January.
Which that in itself was a nightmare, just to see JB with no hair. Oh! I think JB should invest in some masks, like hoods as we call them. He was totally black ones, with no holes in them, nothing.
It's weird.
Just to cover that thing up. Oh! Right in the throat. See that?
Does that assist in the signature maneuver of Tyrus that he uses that thumb?
It's called an Asiatic spike from back in the day. We've seen that years ago. It's a thumb right in the throat. An Asiatic spike. That's what I've always known it to be called.
Anderson might get spiked through the canvas here.
See that right there? Anderson gets out of the way. Now here comes the Spud man. Comes Spud. Oh, wow, what a shot.
Forearm shivers from Rockstar Spud. Spud's on fire.
Ooh, Shining Wizard might get it here. Oh, he should have went for that cover. He's getting caught up in the moment. I think he should have went for that cover, just an opinion.
But instead, Rockstar Spud looking for the underdog, and it connects on Tyrus. Little Spike Dudley called it the acid drop. Spud calls it the underdog. And EC3 breaks things up before Spud could have picked up a victory. But more showboating by Spud got caught by EC3. Tyrus still the legal man.
Referee.
Oh,
man. Got stuck.
Mic check coming from Mr. Anderson. Spud gets the victory.
Redemption is sweet.
Here are your winners, Mr. Anderson and Rockstar Spud.
I respect what Anderson did. He drills the big cat with the mic check and gets Spud, pick up the scraps to get the win. And now EC3's cornered. Cornered!
Does EC3 have an appointment in Spud's barbershop? Perhaps not tonight. But what will happen tonight is a highly anticipated TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. The champion Lashley defends his title against MVP. Once upon a time, these guys ran roughshod over Impact Wrestling. And it all came together late last May.
MVP, Kenny King, they're working together here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, thank God!
Big man coming!
Yeah, thank God for Bobby Lashley!
Bobby Lashley in the house on Puckman. Hey, MVP Kenny King, you better hold!
The defense was there. When we thought Bobby Lashley was coming out here to save and to help the world champion Eric Young.
This is bad, Mike.
You know, the more I see it, the more I can't believe it.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock.
MVP, King of the Night, Kenny King, Bobby Lashley, all working together.
MVP and his crew, they're not playing nice.
Wow, oh man! Pulled out of the ring. What a spear! Cover, Lashley. 3 kicks. We got a new world champion.
Oh my God!
And new World Heavyweight Champion, Lashley.
Lashley makes history! Lashley makes history! The new World Heavyweight Champion! I can't believe it!
MVP set the table tonight for this to occur.
Telling you right now, get your popcorn ready. World title match tonight. MVP versus Lashley. Lashley defending that title.
Moments ago, Rockstar Spud, Mr. Anderson with the victory over EC3 and Tyrus.
Anderson with a nasty low blow, and then he basically hands the victory after the bite check right to Spud. Big win for the team of Anderson and Rockstar Spud.
No! I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to gang up on me. They want a piece of my hair. That's not gonna happen. That is not happening. You wanna know why? Because I am going to shave Rockstar Spud's head tonight, that little bastard!
Man, somebody's got to get EC3 to calm down here.
Dude, it's just hair. It grows back. His hair's not even shed. It's a shave. I got a little tongue tie. I saw the golden girl out here.
The blonde bombshell, the current TNA Knockouts champion, Taryn Terrell, who has been very impressive as of late with all of her in-ring ability, the way that she's grown. I know you've seen it, you've talked about it, you've been impressed with Taryn as of late.
She got right in the face of Awesome Kong last week. That in itself was impressive. Did a great job as a champ.
Becoming Knockouts champion is a dream come true. And that's because I'm in a locker room full of women that I respect. But they also want this. And that includes Awesome Kong. You have made your intentions 100% clear. So let me make my intentions clear. If you want this title, come try and get it right now.
That's what I like about all the champions here on Impact Wrestling, but this is not Awesome Kong.
Well, we saw, this is Gail Kim, and we saw her come out last week once Kong started getting the better of Taryn Terrell, and we saw that respect from Awesome Kong. Kong kind of nicely back away from this lady right here, Gail Kim, because of their history. But it's interesting. Terrell calls out Kong. Out comes the vivacious, the always beautiful, and now highly athletic Gail Kim.
I respect you as a woman. I respect you as the TNA Knockouts champion. All these people out here and in the back respect you. But I don't think you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Awesome Kong is probably the toughest woman that has ever set foot in this company. Actually, I take that back. Awesome Kong is probably the toughest woman that has ever been in professional wrestling. And you thought Havoc was tough? Look at what Awesome Kong did to her. And I'm talking from personal experience. She's injured me. She's taken years off my career that I can't get back. So, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure that you want to call that monster out tonight?
Gail, you know I respect you. I respect your opinion. But I'm a fighter like you. I'm a champion just like you were. I want this. I need to fight Kong.
I'll be careful what you wish for if you're Taryn Terrell. Calling out Awesome Kong, not backing down at all.
Well, Gail seemed like she tried to talk some sense into her, like saying, hey, you heard what Gail said. I don't think you know what you're getting into. Maybe Gail has a point.
The word respect was thrown around here a lot tonight, but you have to respect the opinion of Taryn Terrell. She wants to face all of her challengers. Well, how can you not respect that?
I respect her heart. I respect her pride. I don't know if I respect her opinion.
And Kong has arrived. Again, Taryn Terrell, similar to what we saw last week, not backing down at all from Awesome Kong.
She cannot get Kong off her feet, though. But I look at the face of Taryn. Oh, my God. Just look at Awesome Kong.
We saw this last week.
Oh, not again, another implant buster. No!
That's 2 weeks in a row that Awesome Kong has taken out the Knockouts champion.
Josh, it's almost as if at any time Kong wants to take Taryn's knockout title, that title right there, she can.
It's a scary statement, but I think you're absolutely correct. Taryn Terrell wants Awesome Kong. She called her out here tonight. You see the end game. You see the results. And you said it perfectly. Taryn Terrell has yet to get Awesome Kong off of her feet. How's the champion going to survive when these two go one-on-one?
I think Taryn Terrell needs to listen to Gail Kim.
And speaking of championships, still to come tonight, the TNA World Heavyweight title on the line. Lashley defends against MVP, our main event, later tonight.
All right, fellas. You guys know the game. It's real simple. When we formed, we shocked the world because nobody saw it coming. They didn't know how far we go back. And then we shocked them again when we showed them that we decide where the World Championship goes. So tonight, we'll lay out the strategy to make sure that the World Heavyweight Championship comes back to us, home, to the BDC where it belongs. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Hey, man.
Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. Be sure to join us next Saturday night, March 7th, right here on Destination America for the return of the hit series, Mountain Monsters. Join the AIMS team on a mission to find out why Appalachia is such a hot spot for mysterious creatures, including Bigfoot. The new season of Mountain Monsters premieres next Saturday night, March 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on Destination America. Now we're going to head back in time, January 7th, our debut on Destination America, Rude Lashley 3 for the TNA World Heavyweight title. The BDC certainly had their hands in this championship match. Tonight, Rude Lashley 3 for the TNA World Heavyweight title. And here we go. Damn right. Champion challenger not backing down. Oh, root bomb. Hooks the leg. Hands locked. And now Lashley. Look at that spear. Lashley.
Going back to that crossface. MVP, Kenny King and Cohen.
As
O'Keefe. And Joe! And here comes Eli, Eric Young! Oh! Why?
Moves back to a vertical base spear! Oh no, Lashley is going to pick up the scraps and become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
By now, we have made it abundantly clear what the Beatdown Clan is all about. The World Heavyweight Championship has come home. The title belongs to the Beatdown Clan.
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm the champ. The title belongs to me.
It's our responsibility because we're family. This is what we're about.
That ain't me. I ain't about this.
Since we're going our separate ways, let's not leave under hostile terms. It's our responsibility because we're family.
The Beatdown Clan again living up to their name.
You want this title? You want it? You got it.
This may be a message to everyone here in TNA. Don't mess with the BDC.
The World Heavyweight Championship doesn't belong to you, Lashley. It belongs to the Beatdown Clan.
Well, still to come tonight, Lashley defends his title against MVP. Can Lashley get rid of the BDC once and for all?
Austin, I'm sorry to bother you. I just got one quick question.
Another question? Your last question was pretty bad. What do you got for me?
I just want to know your thoughts about tonight's main event.
The main event. Obviously, I'm going to have my eyes on the main event. MVP versus Lashley, World Heavyweight Championship. And obviously, Austin Aries wants the World Heavyweight Championship. And Austin Aries also likes to stir the pot. And Austin Aries likes a little twist and a little turn. So I'm going to go put my work clothes on because I think I have the perfect surprise ending for tonight's show.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You are now in the mix with that young go-hard DJZ.
It's like a Power Ranger.
And it's my honor to introduce pro wrestling's hottest intergender tag team, Robbie E. and Angelina Love.
I wish that mask had a muzzle.
Where do you want to start? The selfie stick? The mask? I know you have a comment about Austin Aries.
I do.
You can say that now.
Thank you. I think Austin Aries kind of let us inside of his calculating and cunning brain. He teased the fact that, hey, I'm going to put my work clothes on. He showed us the briefcase. And Josh, we know what's inside that briefcase.
Guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship contract that Aries can exchange anytime, anywhere. And Austin Aries is just, well, 3 seconds away on any given night of becoming TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, will Aries utilize that briefcase and that world title opportunity tonight during that MVP, after the MVP, Lashley match, before it, during, who knows?
Yeah, we know where the world champ's going to be tonight. Got a match.
That's right, correct. So, here we go, little intergender tag team action.
Angelina Love and Robbie E. desperately need a victory. Are those 3 selfie sticks? Oh, wait, this is the Aussie.
Oh, the Aussie, yeah, the Aussie. Yep, remember I saw this last week? Yep, it's burnt into my brain, the Aussie.
And their opponents, introducing first, from Houston, Texas,
So reminds me, I could have heard in the club last night, but I digress.
You were in the club on a Thursday?
Club, bro, yeah.
Walling out? That's my new thing, walling out.
No comment.
I can't believe that once upon a time, this knockout, this woman, Brooke, dated Robbie E.
I know. I think that Brooke had just some kind of a brain fart.
Well, you know when a girl enters a company, there's always one guy that doesn't grit you right away. That had to be Robbie.
I actually didn't know any of that.
You did.
and her tag team partner from New York City, Sergeant Chris Melendez.
Well, it's all about an American hero, buddy. Here it is.
Tremendous show of respect for the Sarge. Chris Melendez, serving our great country overseas in Iraq. Chris Melendez lost his leg. Melendez always wanted to be a professional wrestler. When he came home, after all the rehab, after everything that Chris Melendez went through, he contacted Mr. Anderson. He was put in touch with Bully and Devon, and you're seeing the dream play out for Chris Melendez, a United States Army veteran on Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, Bully and Devon did a great job with Chris Melendez over at the 3D Wrestling Academy. I gotta say, I remember Bully telling me about it. He goes, Taz, you gotta see this kid, man. I mean, he's been through hell and back, and he can get it done. As you're about to see here, I promise you, I've never seen Chris compete.
The Sarge and both Robbie E. were involved in the 20-man over-the-top rope gauntlet last week. It, of course, was won by MVP. He challenges Lashley later tonight. Right now, intergender tag team matchup. Chris Melendez and Brooke against Robbie and Angelina Love.
Well, I think we stand corrected. I believe we would call this a mixed tag team match.
Cover here by Chris Melendez. That's a great point. Tell me the difference between an intergender tag team match and a mixed tag team match.
Intergender tag team match would mean that men can fight women, which is odd in itself, where a mixed tag team match means it's women versus women that you'll see here, men versus men.
So because Chris Melendez tagged Brooke, Robbie has to tag Angelina.
Correct, sir.
Okay.
But she, being Brooke, wants a piece of her ex-boyfriend here. I don't think we're going to get it.
Well, nor should we. Robbie needs to get out of the ring. Okay, there's the tag to Angelina Love, and here we go. Knockout versus knockout. Saw the true colors of Angelina Love a couple of weeks ago when Velvet Sky went to say goodbye after being fired and Feaster fired. It was almost like Angelina said good riddance.
Well, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this is a mixed tag team match and the referee is...
Well, perhaps a ploy there set up by Robbie. I mean, maybe Brooke needed to make the tag to the Sarge. And, well, different type of match for sure. And now Angelina coming in. Brooke certainly, her attention was on Robbie there momentarily. Needs to remain on Angelina here.
Yeah, I think it's because of the former relationship and
it's volatile.
Yeah, of course. You know, they had a bad breakup on national TV. You know, so nice full-away slam right there by Angelina Love.
Into the cover, hooks the inside leg, hooks both legs, and a kick out there. Angelina Love had an opportunity last week at the Knockouts Championship, was defeated by Taryn. We saw Taryn just a little while ago. Her issues with Kong developing.
Here comes Angelina. Whoa! A little too much showboat.
Brooke now. Trying to seize control.
Oh, Brooke, she's a tough Texas girl, boy. I mean, we're a tough Texas girl, boy.
H-Town.
Get my point.
Walling out in H-Town on a Thursday night at the Club with Taz. Angelina, not sure where she is in the ring right now. Needs to make the tag to Robbie E.
Yeah, well, Robbie tagged himself, and you saw that. So, it's a blind tag. He tagged himself, and obviously Brooke is not aware, but Melendez is.
Good for Sarge. He's seen enough of the shenanigans of the bromance.
Yeah, there's been a plethora of moving parts thus far. We might not be done.
What the world is wrong with this guy?
Is he nuts?
A Stifler makes the count.
Here are your winners, the team of Angelina Love and Robbie E.
Robbie E. These guys are slunker. I gotta tell you. What is with this guy?
Yeah, that was lowbrow for sure. If you're Robbie,
lowbrow. Yeah. Oh God.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm not sure that this was even a legal. You know, this is very disrespectful. The Ussie from the bromance and Angelina. You know, usually I'm a fan of the shenanigans of the bromance. They went too far here tonight. It's not cool.
Nah, it wasn't cool. I think it was definitely a little crazy, a little messed up what Robbie did. But, you know, obviously this young lady here, Brooke and Robbie, as you said, volatile. Okay, enough with the handstands, Jay Bro. Enough.
It was a cartwheel.
Same thing. I'm not into gymnastics.
I hear you.
Hello, Spud.
Where's it? Down there. Which one? Straight ahead. No. Straight ahead. Hey. No. Right. You all right?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Where you go? Huh? You never freaking learn, do you? Kick it freaking dirt. You want it?
No! How's that
Hey. Thank you. Buzz!
Okay.
Well, still to come, it's our main event, and it's for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Lashley goes one-on-one with MVP, but the night began with Kurt Angle, a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, calling out Lashley.
They're going to see Lashley versus MVP in the BDC.
They will. And that's my fight, Kurt, and I don't need your help.
I'm not offering you my help. I just hope to God you're still the champion after tonight. Because tonight, when you face the BDC, I'm going to do exactly to you. When you face the BDC, I'm going to do exactly to you what you did to me. Absolutely nothing.
What are you doing, man? Kurt, you know what's going to happen in the world title match tonight. What are you doing?
I don't need this crap. You know Lashley, he doesn't want anyone's help.
You're right. I do know Lashley, but I also know MVP, and so do you. And if he wins that world title tonight, all hell is going to break loose. And what you're saying is you're going to stand by and watch that happen. You know what? Let me tell you the Kurt Angle I know. The Kurt Angle I grew up watching as a kid. The Kurt Angle I respect. That's the Kurt Angle I know. That's the Kurt Angle that motivated me. If you're not going to be that Kurt Angle, maybe I need to motivate you like you motivated me. Come on. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, talk about trying to motivate somebody.
Here we go, man. They double.
Austin Aries alluded to the fact that I'm going to get my work gear on. Austin Aries has the briefcase, has a world championship match anytime he wants, thanks to Feast or Fired. Aries, he said it best. He always finds himself with options.
Well, Aries is just one step ahead of everybody. From an intellectual standpoint, this guy is he's just so smart, so sharp. He really is. He just outthinks everyone.
Very cerebral as Austin Aries. You heard him say a few weeks ago, hey, maybe I did tap out in a match or, whatever. I'd live to fight another day. I've got this, a world championship match anytime I want.
I have a first name, too. And we got a big night here at Impact Wrestling, because anytime the World Heavyweight Championship is defended, it's a big deal. And tonight, Lashley, MVP, there's going to be a lot of eyes on that match. And there's a lot of speculation with everything going on around here, exactly who's going to stick their nose and get involved. I mean, you got Kurt Angle, you got the BDC, everyone's jockeying for power. But you see, in my hand, I have all the power. All the guys in the back, they're worried about their top 5 rankings. They're having a politic for title matches. I don't need to do any of that. All I need is this. And what if I decided to use this tonight? What if I waited for just the right moment, and the last thing you heard here tonight in Manchester was, and your new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Austin Aries.
That could happen. Samoa Joe, heard about enough.
One of the members of the BDC, the Beatdown Clan, Samoa Joe. A lot of history between Joe and Austin Aries.
Get your beat down when the clan stepping in the room. This is war, show no love. We don't play fair. Pay attention. You looking at the bullies of the year. A king like Kenny. My strong style heavy in the ghetto. I'm telling you.
Austin Aries. there is a possibility that you will have any chance whatsoever of cashing in that briefcase tonight?
Come on, Joe. You know, with me, everything's possible.
Well, I have to admit, you do call yourself the greatest man that ever lived, and I would really hate for that name to be changed to the greatest man who ever got his ass beat all over this arena. Because you see, Austin Aries, with the snap of my fingers, I will have trained assassins in that ring beating the tar out of you, and they will make sure you will cash in nothing ever again.
Snap your fingers, huh, Joe?
Snap of my fingers.
You know, what happened to you, man? What happened to the Samoa Joe that I used to know? The Samoa Joe who feared no man and who answered to no man. Yeah, Joe, you sold out. You become nothing more than MVP's lapdog. You're his little errand boy. So let me ask you something. After you snap your fingers and you do all the work for MVP, do you have to go in the back and rub his feet for him a little bit? Give him some chamomile tea? Because that's not the Samoa Joe I remembered. No, Samoa Joe I remembered stepped in this ring, his own man, and he went one-on-one with me for 30 minutes and tore it down every time. But I don't see that guy anymore.
You know nothing about me, and you people know nothing about loyalty. You're right. Maybe I don't need somebody to come in here and do my work for me. I'll tell you what. Instead of snapping my fingers, how about I come in that ring and snap your neck myself?
So wait, I want to make sure I understand what you're saying to me. That you're saying you want to come in this ring and you want to fight me. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what
you want to come in this ring and you want to fight me. You know, Joe, I might even have a better idea. I think maybe I'll just take it to you.
And here we go! Austin Aries all over Samoa Joe. It looks like these two are going to go one-on-one when Impact returns after this. This is Samoa Joe one-on-one with Austin Aries on Friday Night Impact. Two Triple Crown winners in TNA going one-on-one.
Definitely impromptu before the break.
Aries hooks the leg.
Came out of nowhere. I mean, it seemed as if to me that Aries triggered Joe by telling Joe you're MVP's lapdog. You gotta figure Aries, he knows that's gonna make Joe snap. Aries came here to fight.
And Austin Aries, don't forget, is the holder of a briefcase that contains a contract for a guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship match that Aries can exchange anytime, any place. Snapmare and Aries in control. Taz, let me ask you, these two, their careers as Aries lateral press here, Joe just frees himself up at two. Their careers have almost mirrored each other. Mentioned that they're both world champions, they're both Triple Crown winners. Who has the advantage here between Austin Aries and Samoa Joe?
I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm a fan of both these men's work. I'm a fan of both of them personally and professionally. It's a tough one. I gotta give it to Aries right now, only because of the briefcase with the world title opportunity in it. That keeps your confidence up. You know, you're not wrestling, that was nasty. You're not wrestling tight, you know what I mean? You're not wrestling tight because you know no matter what happens, you still have an opportunity at the world title whenever you want. So he's wrestling loose, meaning Aries.
And it was Austin Aries who really brought the "you sold out" of Samoa Joe to light earlier. Again, to your point, when Aries told Joe, you're the lapdog of MVP. What happened to the man who feared no one. What happened to that version of Samoa Joe?
Well, who's to say that Joe still, I mean, it looks like he's realist right now still, Samoa Joe. I mean, just because he's buying what MVP's selling, I kind of disagree with Aries on that, but I think Aries said that, like I said earlier. I don't, maybe you're not listening to me. I think Aries said that to just piss off Samoa Joe.
Why would Austin Aries want to anger Samoa Joe? Does Joe, not perform as well as does his head get thrown out of the game?
As I said earlier, because I think Aries came here to fight.
Oh, I see. Well, if it weren't for you bringing all these stories forward, I don't know what we'd be doing here. It's awesome. Thank you. And Samoa Joe just going to work on Austin Aries.
You can hit the metro if you want. I got this thing covered.
I'm good. I got it. Oh, and Aries trying to chop away at Samoa Joe.
You know how it is, man, when you get nailed in the gut like that, it takes the air right out of you. And now you see that cocky, swaggerous walk by Samoa Joe, because he knows he has Aries where he needs him into that shot to the gut.
Confidence starting to build in Samoa Joe here against Austin Aries. To the lower back there, the kidneys of Aries.
You don't see that much, Josh, trying to headbutt a guy in his lower back, but definitely, look at that forearm shiver right there, nasty.
Aries rocking, but not going down.
I want to exchange forearm shots with Austin Aries, because he delivers nasty left-handed ones, man, and he'll come with that spinning discus one. Well, not there. Ooh.
Landed there. Atomic drop by Samoa Joe in a running boot.
Good job, watch out.
Oh. That's all of 290 pounds of Samoa Joe. Lackadaisical cover, and Aries frees the inside shoulder.
Look, Josh, you wrestled, you were an athlete as I was. You know, you could just tell the athleticism in Samoa Joe. For a man his size, right?
Oh, you're not kidding.
And TV doesn't do him justice. He's a big cat, man. You know, he's about 6'3", 6'4". You know, he's pushing 300 pounds. He's a big, thick Samoan cat. And he can move, bro. He's fleet-footed for a guy his size.
So tell me, if you're Austin Aries, what do you do here when you're in the clenches of Samoa Joe?
And a bear hug by a guy with Joe, with his martial arts background, a tremendous judo player, the Samoan submission machine. He's got a great butterfly grip on with his hands on that bear hug. We're in a tough spot. The knee started it. The knee to the gut to Aries by Joe, and then you follow up with a bear hug. You pull the air out of your opponent.
And so all the oxygen being taken away from Austin Aries as he tries to fight back here.
Box the ears 3 times, 4 times to release that hold, and they'll do it.
So Austin Aries, step 1 was create separation, but Joe there with a rake to the eyes. Look at a warning from senior official Earl Hebner for that.
That was like a 40-yard punt right there. You see that?
And Samoa Joe up and over. And this started with Aries throwing caution to the wind with the suicide dive. And now Aries off the top rope.
Yeah, forearm delivered right to the face and head area of Samoa Joe. Austin Aries, and he can get it done.
Is Aries perhaps 1 or 2 moves away from putting away Samoa Joe? Very comfortable up on the top rope is Austin Aries. Missile drop kick.
Still Joe's on his feet though. Barely.
And Aries full speed ahead into the chest of Joe.
Full speed drop kick. Can he do this? Can he do the brain buster?
Talked about Joe being up near 300 pounds.
Well, we've seen Aries do it to big men before.
Couple of shots to the midsection there, able to create the separation for Joe this time.
Full Nelson applied by Samoa Joe. What's he got in mind? Maybe a dragon suplex.
And it's smart by Aries to secure the top rope there.
Yeah, hook the top rope, bend down forward. It's very tough for anyone to suplex you from that position because all your weight is forward. And you're hanging onto the ropes.
So plan B perhaps now for Samoa Joe as he tries to muscle Aries up to the top rope.
He's muscling for the muscle buster, probably. We've seen this, out of Joe when he puts guys up there for years. Yeah, maybe not.
Aries pops free. You talked about it earlier, that big discus-like elbow.
He's not done, buddy. Boom! Oh, I told you. Let's see what he had in mind.
Schoolboy coming. Joe stacked up on his shoulders. Out at 2. Last chancery.
Got it. Tremendous submission hold on the Samoan submission machine.
Joe's going to have to tap out.
Whoa. Kenny King.
That's the...
He's got Aries' briefcase, yeah.
And Joe from behind.
He put that rear naked choke on him. Boom! Face first into that metal briefcase. Now what?
Crucifix by Austin Aries.
Oh, that was an impactful crucifix. Like a driver.
Aries perched on the top rope. Aries, one look. Oh, what a 450 from Austin Aries. And a victory.
Here is your winner, Austin Aries.
Spectacular. Aries just pulling out a 450.
A Kenny King. Oh, it's got to be low key.
That's the thing with the BDC, man. They'll hit you out of nowhere in numbers.
Well, I gotta say, we've come to expect this from the Beatdown Clan. After a victory, after a defeat, the other members utilize the advantage, and you're seeing it play out here tonight. They're taking out Austin Aries.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can to rule via intimidation and violence. And it's working. They don't want Aries getting involved with that main event. They don't want him cashing in that opportunity at a world title with that briefcase. I'm sure that's got to be what it is.
No question about it. Aries alluded to it earlier tonight, and now the BDC making sure that MVP has a, one-on-one match against Lashley.
Man, Aries is in a lot of trouble. I don't know what the heck they got in mind here. But there goes Low-Key going to do something.
Low-Key's not going to Warriors way Austin Aries to the table, is he?
Oh my God, you see that? And it didn't. Oh man, that was nuts.
You know, for those of you watching at home, it's almost worse. It's almost more painful that table didn't break with the Warriors way from Low-Key.
You took the words out of my mouth. And Joe, how quick he called that audible and jumped up his athleticism for a man that big to get that high. That was, I gotta tell you, that was awesome.
Look, I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell the future, but I think it's safe to say that Austin Aries is not cashing in his world championship contract tonight. I could be wrong.
Aries might be on his way to the local hospital a little bit over there.
BDC strikes again. Take nothing away from what Austin Aries did here tonight. 450-degree splash into Samoa Joe for the victory. But tomorrow morning, people are going to be talking about this BDC. Again, running roughshod on the roster here on Impact Wrestling.
It's a hell of a match, too, that Joe and Aries had. It's just a shame it had to end like that.
Lashley, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I gotta ask you a question. What do you think about your chances tonight?
You know, MVP's going around here telling everybody that he made me. And I don't give a damn what he has up his sleeve tonight. If he wants to be the champion, he has to go through me. And no one has yet to do that.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more question. What about Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle? I didn't ask for his help, and I don't need his help.
Lashley continues to tell everyone, I'm going to walk my own path. Lashley defends his World Heavyweight Championship tonight against MVP. We've already seen the BDC take out one person. What will happen later tonight in our main event?
heard you were looking for me.
Yeah. I wanted to congratulate you, man, on finally getting even with Rude, man. Sending him to the hospital, getting even. That redemption, how does it feel?
I don't know if I've ever felt this good. I put him in the hospital, but he took from me for 15 years. There's this hole right here that I gotta fill up with revenge. And I'm not done taking yet. I'm not even close to done.
Just, in 15 years, it just doesn't seem right that you should still have this hole, this emptiness, man. It's just not. I wish there was something that I could do for you, man, to... Hey, wait a minute. Who was it that actually put you in the hospital?
Lashley.
It was Lashley, wasn't it? Yeah. And tonight, a world title match is a no disqualification match. That means that anything can happen.
Anything.
And, in a situation like this, even more important than the world title is you filling that hole and getting the redemption that you deserve. You deserve to feel better. 15 years, man. You deserve to feel better.
Revenge, I can do anything.
You can do anything. I mean, you made the world title change hands once. Maybe you can do it again.
I can do whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want.
I can do anything.
You can do anything.
Anything I want.
Anything.
Austin Aries just won a tremendous match against Samoa Joe with a 450-degree splash. But Taz, the bigger story here is Austin Aries was then taken out, assaulted by the BDC.
Yes, definitely singled out, calculatedly and cold by the BDC. Probably with orders from MVP, who was not out there, to take out Austin Aries to prevent him from cashing in that world title opportunity tonight when MVP goes against Lashley for the world title.
That's our main event tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm all right. But I'll probably be heading back in a few days. So, yo, let me call you back. What?
Looks like Austin Aries is out of options after you take the gold tonight, huh?
I love it when a plan comes together. Now, let's go take that title from Lashley.
Let's go do this, man.
MVP can focus on the task at hand inside the ring. That's Noam Dar. Noam Dar from British Boot Camp Season 2. And that's Rampage Brown. Also from British Boot Camp Season 2. These guys were two of the finalists, Taz. They were down to the final 6. Rampage Brown and Noam Dar. Dar is more of a tactician. You're going to see a very European style from Noam Dar. Rampage Brown, by the looks of him and a little bit of knowledge that I have on him, he's a brawler.
Is there any reason why you're talking to me like I don't know who these guys are? Is there any reason why you're placating me like I'm a jabroni?
Well, I'm not just teaching you about Noam Dar
okay, all right.
and Rampage Brown.
I got nervous, bro. I got nervous.
An American audience.
Hold on,
slide here by Noam Dar.
I know you. I just want to make sure, because I know these cats are, and I know who's about to come out here. That's your man Bram right there. Big bad Bram.
Yeah, but what in the world is Bram doing out here right now during this Noam Dar Rampage Brown match? Oh! Saw what Bram did a couple of weeks ago when he took out Magnus. And now the brighter side of suffering.
Look at this, look at this, look at that. Bow! God! Rampage right on his face.
Impaler DDT there from Bram.
Dar's in trouble. Dar's in trouble.
Oh!
Direct message sent to Magnus for sure.
Hey, Magnus, doesn't this look familiar? You face flat down because you've been knocked out. I want you to get your ass out now. I want to face you, so get your ass out here now. Come on. I ain't gonna leave. Get out here!
I think Bram is aware that Magnus is not here, though.
This is not Magnus.
That's definitely not Magnus.
This is Grado. If you were with us last week, we told you all about Grado. He's got an international cult following. He had a lot of fun. He defeated Al Snow, but this is not the time.
Right. This is not fun time. It's not play time. And I know the whole British Boot Camp connection with Grado and Dard and Rampage, but the deal is, Grado, you best beware, my friend, because Bram, that fella in the ring, is a violent, volatile person. And I think you're overmatched. You got lucky last week against Al Snow. That might not happen right now.
Well, Bram is not Al Snow. And Grado, well, yeah, the expression on Bram's face hasn't changed.
No, Bram, this issue between Magnus and Bram is extremely personal. We saw what happened when Mickey James showed up here last week. And Bram, it was almost a dangerous situation there. I don't know what he's thinking here. Respect the first guts, I gotta tell you.
Something to be said about picking your spot, though.
Putting a promo on Bram, I'll tell you that.
And Grado. Well, Grado came out here. I guess he had a game plan. And Grado, whoa!
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna last. Let's be real here. This guy Bram is legit. I don't care if you like him or not. He's a nasty SOB. And boom, right there. Stick your nose in people's business, young man. That's what happens.
Bram just took out half the cast of British Boot Camp
I'm
Season 2.
waiting for you, Magnus.
With ease.
Come on, fight me.
Well, Bram wanted to make a statement as he did last week. He came out here and used as sacrificial lambs, as you said, half the cast of British Boot Camp. Bram knew Magnus wasn't here.
I don't agree with the way Bram goes about his business. This kid's impressive.
Oh, very.
And we are just moments away from our main event. Lashley, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, defends his title against MVP. This has been brewing for months. Finally, Lashley has an opportunity to take out MVP.
Well, let the hunt begin.
Next week, Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards challenge James Storm and Abyss for the TNA World Tag Team titles. That's next week right here on Destination America.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
So Cal Bell back in the house.
Introducing first, representing the Beatdown Clan, MVP.
MVP obviously not alone. I don't think anyone expected MVP to be alone for this main event match. Kenny King on the left, Low Key on the far right, Samoa Joe in the middle, and MVP is all set. MVP feels that he created Lashley, that he made Lashley TNA World Heavyweight Champion, that Lashley owes MVP something.
Well, I'll tell you this right now, you gotta be careful. If you're Lashley, you can't look past someone like MVP. Well-versed in submission, trained thoroughly in jiu-jitsu. He's a straight-up street fight, straight-up thug. If you heard him on my podcast on Play.it, you heard that. And you can hear his past as a youth. This guy was not an angel. He's turned his life around, but he still has an extremely violent streak. Follow? You got me? All right, good. So people can hear you, Don.
And his opponent from Denver, Colorado, he is your TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer, Lashley.
Two-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Three-time Collegiate National Champion. A 12-2 MMA record. 250 pounds. Lashley.
Straight up destroyer, no doubt. Good luck fighting this cat. This fight, street fight, wrestling match, MMA straight up fight. Any way you want to go, this guy can go. He's a hybrid.
Is there a facet to Lashley's game that can be exposed by MVP?
I don't think so. No, I really don't think so. The only thing that I think, I've been saying this, that MVP has over Lashley is that he, in the MVP, knows Lashley better than anybody because of their history. And I do think that MVP has this ability to rent space in the brain of the world champion. And I think he can play some head games or mind games.
But the mind games end, correct? Once MVP steps foot inside the ring?
Maybe. You never know. You never know.
Late game huddle there by the BDC.
I know I'm interrupted while you're chatting. So that's the other issue is the outsiders. You know, MVP's whole posse's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's another big caveat as someone told me.
Lashley looks ready to go. Lashley looks ready to compete. Lashley wants to defend his TNA World Heavyweight Championship against all comers. We've seen him take on 3 different wrestlers at one time in a 4-way match a few weeks ago. Lashley was successful.
Lashley loves to fight. He loves to defend that World Heavyweight title. He's not about talking and yapping. He's all business. You don't care if you like him, you don't like him. He'll beat anybody up on the roster. That's his style.
You heard the bell ring, and it's underway, and it's official. In order for MVP to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, he either has to pin or make Lashley submit. MVP can't win the championship via disqualification. He can't win it via countout. There you see a stalemate. These two just feeling each other out in the early stages of this matchup.
For those that didn't realize how big of a man MVP is, look at the size there. You can see the size.
MVP misses wildly. Lashley, first takedown of the match.
Strong clothesline, definitely dropped MVP. 3-point stance. Oh.
Lashley will go head, body, body, head. He doesn't matter. He'll take you out.
Going after that arm. See that? That might tell you something right there. The game plan of MVP has did that arm right into that kick in the arm, a shot in the arm, I should say. Beware of that.
You know, you said that there's no downfall to the game of Lashley, so I would love to know what the strategy is
look at that.
in this match for MVP.
Well, to avoid being put upside down and driven to your back like that might help.
Vertical suplex there, very effective by Lashley. Everything Lashley does is effective.
Good man. Tell you what, if that kick would have hit, you said Lashley, I'm sorry, MVP's face all over that arena over there.
So MVP looking for a bit of a reprieve here from Lashley. Smart move by the challenger. You talked about MVP loves a good street fight.
And there you go. We don't need that. We don't need that, dude. That's that low key right in the field.
There you go. Get him out of here. Eject them all, Stifler. We got a world championship match to worry about. What a kick. What's going to happen here? This match is for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. MVP, the challenger, in red and black. The champion, Lashley, in white. MVP shoots the half into the cover and a kick out by the champion. MVP, another cover. This time hooks the leg and another kick out. The reason MVP is involved in this match is because last week the leader of the BDC, MVP, won a 20-man over-the-top rope gauntlet match, thus becoming #1 contender for Lashley's title here tonight.
Yeah, and from right before the break, we saw there was a lot of tomfoolery and shenanigans on the outside. The ref didn't see it, but that straight blackout kick in the face we saw earlier.
MVP, cover here, and Lashley pops for you too.
From MVP to Lashley's face, throughout the break, Lashley has been hurt big time, even though the referee has gotten the BDC sent to the back, the locker room area, which is big.
You know, the BDC are allowed ringside as long as they don't get involved physically. Well, it was Loki who got involved.
Yes, well, thank you, yes.
Covered by MVP, hooks the leg, a little bit of space.
You got to steal my words, because you have to do that.
Well, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think the entire BDC should be out of here.
Well, I agree. I meant low-key because I'm wrapped up in this world title match, and I know you'll always correct me, but you see Samoa Joe choking while the ref can't see it. Lashley. Smart work. I mean, when the refs, like we've been saying it, he should have gotten rid of the other members of the BBC.
And you talked earlier about the offense of MVP dictating around the shoulder of Lashley. You're seeing it more here.
He did something very early in the match. He targeted the arm, and now you see he's really going into that arm. So
does that affect Lashley's offense, or does it help MVP's offense?
Well, I think if MVP can build up some steam on that left arm as you see him going after it, of Lashley, it affects Lashley to do any submission, suplexes.
What about the spear?
I was going to say the spear, yes, and the spear. Now, again, look at this, man.
Okay, well now Kenny King and Samoa Joe should be ejected from ringside. Kicked out of the building. Let's have a fair one-on-one match. I'm not blaming the referee. He's distracted. He's caught up with what's going on inside the ring.
I don't blame you for being indignant. You're correct.
Oh! MVP again can only win the championship inside the ring. Controls the head, hooks the outside leg, and a kick out there by the world champion.
I thought he was going to shoot half Nelson, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. What a main event. What a night thus far.
And I hear that top wrist lock, version of a key lock up high. Again, pinpointing that arm. I talked about the training regimen of MVP in his downtime. He's told me this personally, how much he trains in jiu-jitsu and training in submission. So he's got that figure four on that arm. That's a figure four lock. Not the Ric Flair-like figure four leg lock. The grip is a figure four. One of the tightest grips you're going to get on anyone's limb.
And MVP has his body in the perfect position here with Lashley.
Sure does. Has the good point. Has the side of the body. He's on a knee. He's got all his weight in, but the power of Lashley able to get to a vertical base and fight out and create some separation.
Lashley, back up. That was step one. Oh, what a collision!
Two big men. Same thing of mine. Those clotheslines rock the joint. Both go down. Then this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. The BDC took out Austin Aries, who was teasing that he might cash in that opportunity for a world title match. Well, the BDC took him out early, so I don't think you're going to see Aries anytime soon.
Big shots being traded back and forth between Lashley and MVP, champion and challenger, vying for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Oh!
Yeah, those shots right to the top of the head.
And Lashley, another powerful clothesline. Back elbow this time. And can the world champion retain his title here tonight?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the champ, here he comes. Ooh! Ran right into that back elbow, right? See that? Uh-oh. Dude, how strong is this guy?
Tremendous spine buster. And Lashley trying to retain MVP. Instinct alone kicks out at 2.
Josh, you know MVP as long as me, man. He's a big dude. Did you see how easy Lashley just jacked him up?
Smashed him out of midair and drove him. And now Kenny King grabbing the ankle.
Enough for this. Oh, yeah, with the straight kick to the face. Nowhere for Lashley to go. Champ's in trouble. Look at these strong style clothesline plays. Trapped. Collar tie into an explosive suplex. Very tough to do on a big man. Hook that collar tie first.
Now MVP.
Sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting. Sitting on ready. And for the blackout kick. Spear! You see that?
MVP's head bounced off the head of referee Stifler.
Sure did. Sure did.
Ooh, that was nasty.
You see that inadvertently the ref gets stopped.
It's Eric Young.
Oh, no. Well, he's been aligned with... Oh! He's been aligned with the BDC.
The steel chair from Eric Young.
The bearded light maniac. Complete violent man himself. He's got the chip. Grave danger. Oh, we saw this last week on Tommy Dreamer. Let me go for that power check. Oh!
And it's Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode going after his arch nemesis.
Oh, what a shot. The impact. Lighten up. Eric Young.
Bobby Roode and Eric Young. In the aisleway. Champion and challenger in the ring.
Still got this title on the line here. The champ with that neck breaker. You need a ref though, bro.
And Stifler's still down.
Stifler to wake up. We'll get another referee out here. The world title is still up in the air here.
MVP goes up and over, got caught. MVP trying to hold on, but driven into the canvas. Lashley, come on, Stifler, come on. Lashley's going to retain his title here by hook or by crook. And what again? The BDC.
Gotta think that Lashley was going to retain with that running power slam. And now, Samoa Joe nails Lashley. And now who's this now?
Looks like Gunner. Gunner going after Samoa Joe.
Just complete mayhem. Once that ref went down, everything went to hell.
Kenny King still though, still out here.
He can fly too, man. Watch out, Lash. Watch out, Lash. Holy cow, caught him in midair.
And Lashley is gonna get rid of Kenny King.
Watch your back, watch your back.
And MVP is gonna steal the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
There's no referee. He's got him beat though.
Stifler was snatched out of the ring.
Brian
Hebner
got it.
And Lashley kicks out.
Almost crowned the new world champ. Hebner, get back to the ring. He's worried about Stifler, the other ref.
Well, we can worry about Stifler later. The World Championship is still up in the air. This match is still going on.
Who's this now? Uh-oh. It's Galloway. We saw him last week.
Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway once again getting involved in BDC business.
Wow.
Spear by Lashley.
Get in there, ref. Get in there. We got him.
The champ's going to retain. MVP down. Lashley still world champion.
And still your TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer, Lashley.
Well, you've heard people say lots of moving parts. We just witnessed it. And there's Drew Galloway, extremely instrumental in Lashley retaining his title. That was some crazy stuff going on there.
We saw Eric Young on behalf of the BDC. We saw Bobby Roode. We saw Gunner. We saw the entire BDC get involved in this match. Drew Galloway has burst onto the scene. He's a game changer for sure.
Galloway's picking his spots, Josh, and picking up smart. But at the end of the day, the World Heavyweight Champion is standing tall. His name is Lashley. He is the Destroyer. He also is the World Heavyweight Champion.
Congratulations to Lashley. Back to the drawing board for the BDC. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good night on Destination America.
Next Friday, it's a huge impact you can't miss. Who will earn a shot at Lashley when Bobby Roode, Eric Young, and Kurt Angle all clash in a three-way match to determine a new #1 heavyweight contender. And Awesome Kong is on the warpath. Will Taryn Terrell be able to retain the Knockouts Championship, or will she become another casualty in the wake of Kong's destruction? Find out next Friday on Impact at 9/8 Central, only on Destination America.